Hello guys, and welcome back to Power and Revolution 2019 edition with our Chinese playthrough. If you've been here for the last few episodes, you know the Korean Peninsula is in a state of crisis, and we're going to get to that in a moment here. First, I want to start with some stuff we've been leaving off about our own nation. Number one being befriending Australia, which is a weird choice made by me in last episode based on my needs for expansion and the fact that in this game Australia doesn't have the political affiliations that it has in real life. I've also given my interest rate a very slight 0.5% boost during the end of the last episode because my growth is so high, and rather than neutering it, I just want to see if I can get inflation a little bit under control, because this does tend to go down over time because the changes I made really were just building such a giant oil infrastructure, and that will lower itself as time goes on. So I'm not really worried about it. It's not like I made any ballooning trade contracts or anything. Yemen we couldn't quite get. We were also trying to get Yemen. One thing I am going to do is I am going to change what I have the US set to. Right now I have it set to approach terrorist groups, and I've messed around with it, but there's no way to truly influence the terrorist groups. The amounts of money you can give to them at one time is actually really little. You have to meet with them quite often, in fact, for them to get enough money to really do much of anything. So I figure it might be better to do something else here. And I think what I am going to choose to do actually is demolition of strategical objectives, because that means we will do a direct, targeting of, their nuclear plants and things like that to do some real damage to them. Another thing I'm going to do, since it's been a few episodes since we've done it, is I'm going to start another space program and continue adding to the large list of space programs we have going. I do really just want to be dominant in terms of space programs, at least as, China really up the US on something if we're not aiming at them as a near war target. And for this one, I'm going to go pretty simple. Just an orbital probe, because it's pretty cheap and our money is a little back and forth right now, and it's going to be for asteroids and comets, because I figured that'd be simple enough. Seems to cost basically the same amount no matter where it is, but this is just, I don't know, I just figured I'd do it here. So probe astromet, yes, and we are going to set this to default at 400 million, financed half by us, and we'll see what offers we get pouring in. Maybe not a lot because the interest level's pretty low given that it's just an orbital probe, but we're going to try it. So let's create. So we are going to unpause and resume watching this chaotic war over here. Here's our space program. North Korea has a lot of missiles flying at any one time. They still have troops moving in. Fighter planes. They still have a good amount of fighter planes. Even tanks that they're now sending into combat. How close can we get while still seeing the UI? About this close. The South Korean troops are still on the move, and let's see here. North Korea is winning the battle over this little village so far. But here, South Korea is giving them quite a fight over this little town. It does seem that a lot of infantry is being sent down here to fight for it, but they are getting all kinds of fucked up, as we can see. Some sort of bombing's happening over here to the cities. That's never a good thing. Some tanks got blown up over here. Oh man, this must be a hell of a fight, guys. And Australia. Oh yes, my meeting with Australia. I already forgot that I made this.
Sure.
Let's give you all the compliments and all that jazz, and I'm gonna go right for it, boys. I would like the main thing I'm really trying to get here is a military base. But I would like to have all the accesses, what do I need? Do I need to have everything? Yeah, I need to have everything. I need to have all the access to Australia in order to make a base. Of course, they're not going to just accept that for nothing, so let's just start simple. Let's go right for an alliance. Okay, so we got an alliance with Australia. That's a pretty big deal. They're not going to give us anything for free. Let's try this little trick real quick. Alright. And now let's try it again for land. Nope. What if I give you this? Okay. And now let's see, can I get maritime, please? No. I really want to get this. Oh, shit. Oh, well, now they gave it to me. Full access between the two of us, and I have authorization to make 1 base in Australia. What about 2 bases? Really? What about 3 bases? No? Alright, 2 bases for right now I can make in Australia. Now this is a pretty big deal because that means I can now access Australia after I, navigate to it from somewhere. I don't even know how I would... Well, if I got a base down, I could locate myself to it. I'm going to go ahead and get that started now because building bases in Australia means I can attack places like Papua New Guinea without having to first take over, all of this shit to get closer to it. Can also use it as a staging point into New Zealand and just a bunch of other places. So that's pretty valuable. So let's see what we can do here. How do I... Army. Construction. An air base would be one for sure, because I'd want to transport my units by air for sure. I think you can do this to land bases and such as well, but air bases are just better than land bases in general. Maybe not for protection, but you do get more stuff you can put there. So I might also want like a naval base. Actually, can I build a naval base there? I can. Ooh. And a land. I wish I could have all 3. So let's go with Australia. 9 months to get one going. If I do make a naval base, I think I'd put it like over here somewhere. Yeah. I could put an air base here, a naval base over here. It is crazy that you can just kind of build it anywhere you want. Okay. Well, this would make more... I don't know if I'll be able to build it here if I build this here, so I might want to build this closer to here. Let's build it right here and see. And then if I was going to build another, like a naval base. So I've decided to, first off, replace this air base so it's more centered just for aesthetics. And I've decided to forego that naval base for now. I'm instead going to build an air base over here. Right there. Another air base. That is, look how many air bases we have already compared to literally everything else. Because I realized just how little New Zealand has in terms of, well, army or anything. So, and I can't place the airbase here, and I want to have something in this location as well. Speaking of, do we have any agents there? No, we do not. Alright, after like Bhutan and places start falling, I'm gonna have to throw some stuff over here to this location. New Zealand. Do we have anyone we can spare like right now? I guess we don't need as much in certain locations, like where I have political spying, I won't need as much. Against the US, I technically don't need as much either. So let's draw 10 out of India, because I don't plan on attacking them just yet. They're rather large, after all. Yes. And then we are going to create a network of agents. Just start with political spying because I don't plan on attacking them too soon. I have to wait for this to finish anyway. And that'll get us started over here with New Zealand. That'd be a great, like, Pacific power play. And now we can go back to viewing this war with all the missiles flying and all the death. The US, I saw, did start sending, where was it? Did start sending some helicopters. Yeah, helicopters towards the war. No real other troops anywhere else. Just 40 helicopters are sending up here. Not that big of a threat. Looks like we got some confidential information on Bangladesh. Let's see. Exterior. Consult secret files. Production of nuclear missiles. Suspicions. Are they actually making nuclear weapons? Is this something you can actually, like, check if you come down here? Oh, they are. And I only have suspicions? I should be able to find some definitive proof they have 6 nukes, for fuck's sake. How did they build 6 that quickly? Iran has acquired 10 as well. You see the list of countries that have it is starting to expand here. I've made 13 since the start of the game. Look at these guys are joining in the nuclear race. It means if we take Bangladesh, we get their nukes. Iran, thank God they're on my side. That looks like they got a new leader. He still doesn't like me as much as I'd like one of their leaders to like me. But, oh well, and we got government waste. That's only when That's when the AI start complaining about each other. And otherwise, the war is just, as you see, continuing with many losses on both sides. Pretty large amount of tanks about to square off. Tier 3 tanks from South Korea. Ooh, getting smashed by missiles right before the fight started. So this larger stack of inferior Tech 2 tanks didn't get completely fucked up. And the whole fucking tank group got destroyed. That's a pretty big win for North Korea. Some even more inferior tanks looking like they're running away from combat here. And a couple more tanks coming in as well. These guys look like they're going here. That's pretty good. Oh, these tanks just got blown up. Man, it's like missiles are deciding most of this fighting. You still got a large amount of South Koreans outside here. A huge amount of Tech 3 tanks here. Oh, drones with missiles. The Tier 2s are firing missiles. I don't remember Tier 2s having access to missiles for whatever reason. Maybe they changed it. Or maybe the AI cheats. I don't know. Do I have drones? I do have drones. I could check this myself instead of just constantly babbling about it. Alright, so you see here, Tech 3 drone, missiles. Tech 2 drone, no missiles. So either the AI is cheating, or I am totally not understanding who's firing all these missiles I'm seeing. That being said, these tanks are arriving here. It looks like they're not... Are they going to this town? They've come to a stop. I don't know. Oh, I see. This town has actually been... Oh, what just died? This town... These missile launchers. This town's been captured, or well, claimed, kept by the North Koreans. The South Korean invasion's been thwarted as it stands. This battle's still raging, but the North Koreans are still winning, surprisingly. I don't know where the hell these troops are going. Oh boy, this is a pretty big stalemate, I gotta say. Super heavy rockets, yeah, I know. No one's really winning. Like, they're fighting over this one border town. North Korea's winning, but they've had a border town before, and they've lost it. Where's that going? Where's that going? Oh, the U.S. helicopters. Oh, the U.S. helicopters have been getting blown up on their way en route. And look at that. The helicopters that were coming here got completely destroyed before they could ever reach any kind of action. I'm telling you, this war is being decided by missiles. Holy shit, this large-ass group, remember this, over 500, nearly 600 tanks has arrived in this area, and they are in massive fighting. Missiles dealing a lot of damage to them, but I feel like they must be doing a lot of damage as well. It's hard to tell because I think they're fighting mainly people that are like inside the towns. That being said, there's some tanks that just got wiped out from South Korea over here. South Korean fighters here launching missiles at someone. These guys lost almost everyone in their stack, but they are approaching Seoul, and they're dead. Well, they, I hope, did a good amount of damage, at least. Let's see, what do we have moving right now? Moving closer. Missile launchers, some infantry. Oh, it's just a back and forth of skirmishes. Let's take a look at the losses between these two. It hasn't actually changed very much because of the lack of infantry dying, but it is still way up there. Let's take a look at with the United States. Looks like North Korea, oh man, is definitely winning against the United States in terms of losses. Look at the amount of infantry that died, the amount of just tech. Look at all this. Wow. The U.S. has lost a fuck ton of troops, but mainly tech, equipment in this war because they were just destroyed by North Korean missiles. That is that is some propaganda if I've ever seen it that North Korea would love to run in real life. With this meeting, we are opening the door to democracy. Nah, not really. Secret nuclear program in Romania. Alright. Explosion of hostile graffiti about the head of state on public buildings in the heart of Pyongyang for the first time. Yeah, no doubt for the first time. And okay, some Russian space program went through, and otherwise everything else seems to be about terrorists. Let's take a look. Inflation is still slowly creeping up. Growth still slowly creeping down. Unemployment, surprisingly, creeping up despite growth being at like record level highs. I'm not going to worry too much until inflation starts hitting 3%, and then I'll do larger increases to my interest rate if I need to, which is probably part of why unemployment is going up, is because the interest rate has been going up. But I'll deal with it in time. The poo stamps will be the only ones on sale from now on in the coin, and an 8 coin with the president's image on it is in the making. I don't know what the hell that's for. Our leader still doesn't make enough money. Train attacked and derailed. What the hell? A nuclear accident in Japan. What? And what's happening in Iraq? Hussein firmly condemns the government for its inaction in the North Korea-South Korea conflict. I don't understand that. That's a modern world thing where you're always just expected to get involved in someone else's problems. What is this nuclear accident? Holy crap. Oh wait, isn't this 2011? So this is from before the game started. But look, it's new. It's new. Why does it say 2011? I don't get it. There's no damage estimate. That's really confusing. One of our space programs is actually starting in a week, so that's exciting. I'm going to keep my eyes over here so I don't miss anything special. These are just some, small amounts of units running around, doing small amount of units things. Where's my space programs? One of these, the International School, yeah, here we go, takes place in a week. We have a 100% chance to succeed. This is just the living on the ISS. There's like no interest towards it. Nobody's taking part in it with us.
One of my men succeeded in infiltrating.
Nice, we infiltrated the Chinese mafia again. And I sent this while I was off camera to try to see if I can get this, because the leader likes me more now. The leader likes me a lot now. I took a look at the disaster they had, and oh my god, it's awful. So many dead, so many wounded from this famine. Almost sounds like they'd make a terrible ally. I'm gonna go ahead and actually set up a meeting with them tomorrow. No, that's not even tomorrow. Oh well. Japan discovered the 1 gigabit internet.
Incredible.
And we got the first prize in something. Someone in the chat told me to actually attack this place. No, it was Brunei. Brunei. Here, yeah, this. Wait, what? Wait, okay. Do I have agents here? I think I kind of forgot this was here. I don't have agents here. Wow, I gotta move agents here. I already have I already have people spying in Bangladesh. Damn. Or no. Yes? No. Yes. I don't know. Let's take people out of the Philippines. Damn, this is tough. Okay, let's pay. Alright, we'll take 5 out of the Philippines, 5 out of Bangladesh, and we're gonna make a little agent of network of agents here. Just put them on political spying at the start. I was told this place apparently has like a fuck ton of oil or something, which I haven't confirmed, but I think I just kind of forgot this was here. I don't know if I set up any in Malaysia. No, I didn't. I kind of forgot this was here. It's so tiny. It would be such an easy place to take. Let me confirm if what you guys, if whoever it was, told me was true on there being oil here. It just says weak. Maybe in real life they have a lot. They definitely have some in this game, but it doesn't look like it's an excessive amount. Still, such a tiny little location should be easy to take. So I have my meeting with the leader of Zimbabwe here.
Sure.
Gonna just offer him some friendly word exchanges, and we're gonna try to finish getting all the permissions that we need here in person. So maritime air for land, please. There you go. May I also have a military base? No. What if I give you land? May I have a military base? No. Okay. Well, I think we've accomplished a good amount today. I now have full access through Zimbabwe. Even better out of my ally. And nothing much to say about this war continuing here. They're still fighting over this city. There's been small skirmishes, but nothing really to be aware of. And look, another terrorist attack in Syria. Who would have suspected? Progress on this space program we've been waiting on, that we've started, this very simple one. Skip ahead here. Let's take a look. Not a lot being offered here. Russia's only offering 11 million. It's a cheap thing that we're doing. The European Space Agency actually wants us to pay them. So these cheaper ones aren't getting the most amount of traction, I guess. They don't, because there's less people interested in getting them done, I guess, and we're still not the most advanced or whatever. So we're going to take Russia, of course, see if anyone else applies. We also got telecommunication deployment of fiber optics. I don't know what this does. Probably helps with something. And we have our space launch about to happen here to live on the ISS.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition.
Oh, I love it. You could see the little spaceship clipping through the place on the ground. Man, I know you can meet aliens or something when you do enough of these. I don't know how you do it. But I do hope to one day see that before the game bugs out and kills me. Whew. Alright. Well, there goes that. An estimated 7,000 nearly civilians killed in the conflict against North Korea in South Korea. That number's just going up and up. And some movie actress is making fun of me. And nothing really of importance. We have set up our spy cell network, whatever you want to call it, in down here, New Zealand. And I also raised the interest rate a little bit more, another 0.5%. Just thought I'd update you guys on that. For money purposes, I'm going to go ahead and continue the little train of thought that I had over here earlier. Take 1 star off of reimbursement for prescriptions. We're going to max out fighting cancer. We're going to max out fighting AIDS. And, yeah, just those 2 for now. To save on some money and see some big improvements in those areas. Now you're going to see the percentage of deaths to AIDS really start to go down. So over here, we finished a research for the supersonic plane, twice the speed of sound. We're not the first, but we got it. Taking a look, and our population growth is just huge, and the first year is always retardedly huge. Our population is the biggest in the fucking world. Population is not a concern, especially since we're going to be expanding. Therefore, another thing I'm going to do, and some people may even agree with me on doing this, I think I'm going to start getting rid of family allowances. I'm not sure how much of a negative backlash this can have, so I'm going to do it one at a time, because as you see, you can save some money on it. So I'm going to start with those that have 3 children or more per month, because if I get rid of these, it will encourage people to have kids less, and for whatever reason, the growth is already so large, it doesn't need to be that large. So we're going to do this one at a time, starting with the 3 children a month losing their benefits. Have children less, people. Have children less. In fact, can I regulate contraception more? I can, but oh my god, promoting it is it's more expensive. I'll deal with that another time. Really big thing I noticed here is like 37,000, but still a lot of South Korean infantry that are piled up here. Currently having a fight with a far lesser North Korean, less experienced force, completely passing by this city, which seems to have been repaired. They've just been chilling out here, really. I don't know what they're up to. They just slaughtered that North Korean group. If there were some North Korean missiles on the way, oh boy, this would be no problem for them. Families are happy with me. I got a bunch of popularity changes. Oh, there's the missile. There's the missile. That wasn't a lot of missiles. Alright, we're doing better, though. This is a lot of South Korean troops just out in the open that you shoot enough missiles at them, they'll die without really taking out much of any troops with them. No, unfortunately, North Koreans running these tanks into battle with them. That's not the smartest thing to do, but damn, look, the damage is really starting to be done with these missiles. If South Korea sends much more stacks of units like this out, just in the way of North Korean missiles, you might see the casualty list start to grow. Although North Korea is retardedly charging these amounts of troops into this stack. Oh, these ones actually got passed. That's nice. Already we've seen like 20,000 South Korean troops die in this stack, and it just keeps going. Minister of Family is not happy with that change or whatever. Okay. Any more troops coming? Oh, why are you moving missile launchers so close? What are you doing? I don't know, man. Oh my god, but speaking of mistakes, 231,000 North Korean infantry are on the move. You're all going to die. You know that, right? You just lost hundreds of people fighting a couple tanks. You're literally all going to die. Okay, we got to take care of this. Our agent is unprotected. We want to make sure he takes that stuff down. New generation of Hyperloop exceeding the 2,000 kmh. Nice. Mongolia, head of state, no. Brunei, operational cell, good. And the space program is running along schedule. Infrastructure problems. Lecture halls start to get overcrowded. Wait. Lecture halls? For who? Or whom? University centers, I imagine? I imagine so. How much would it cost to build 2? Or 22? That's money. Let's just build 2 more for right now. That should be good. Let's just build 2 more, just distribute pretty much randomly. And that should make things a little less crowded. Alright, these troops are still dying. Anything else? Okay, well yeah. Oh, these infantry have run into this infantry stack. Now here's where the losses really start to pile up. Thank God that the missiles are at least helping. Otherwise this would be even bloodier for North Korea than it's already gonna be. I have no doubt in my mind almost that all these troops are gonna die, but you have to understand, we are looking at, I think, somewhere around 1/3. If nothing's changed, 1/3 of the... hell is that siren? Oh my god. I don't know, dude. We're looking at about 1/3 of the infantry remaining in North Korea, in their standing army. These 37,000 units are now dead, and this infantry proceeds. I really hope it, like, gets somewhere, you know? Oh! North Korea successfully took Ansan, like they completely took it over. These boys are just sitting here for right now. I'm really praying for them. I'm really praying for them. Government waste. They're getting into fights. Tanks can do some real good damage to infantry, you know that? Another fight with infantry getting started here. I mean, you see just these little effects, but the game is not communicating the best. Hundreds of people are dying. Thousands of people are dying. Thousands a day every time this fighting is going on. Electricity response, no new partner. Okay, let's deal with that now. Oh, boys. Okay, so we're going to need to fund the rest ourselves. So 97%. Of course, that's not enough. 98%. There you go. And the launch date will be the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th month of 2023. That's pretty far for such an inconsequential, like, space program. That's pretty damn far out there. So much government waste, people just complaining about each other, but it's whatever. Who are you getting into a fight with now? Okay, just some more tanks. Quote unquote, just some more tanks. Tanks do more damage to these infantry groups than the actual infantry they run into do. Getting into fights with the infantry now. They're so close to the capital. I really want them to reach one of these cities. I'm fearing and loathing, but expecting that we are going to see them all die. Okay, they're going for somewhere. They're either going for this city, or they're going for the capital. Let's see. Come on. They're going for the capital. Who are they getting into a fight with? So there's some infantry popped out right here. I gotta see if they actually make it to the capital or not. Okay. Let's speed it up. Woo! What's all this coming? Small amounts of infantry and a helicopter coming to, like, intercept. But right now, this is a bulldozer of death. Just kind of mowing down everything in its path. Let's speed things up. Ooh, oh no! The missiles are here. The missiles are here. Oh shit, and we got demonstrations starting, probably because something passed. Reduction of risk, yep. Astromet program, demonstration, sitting. What are you sitting in? Against the family allowance, yeah. This is why I only did one at a time. Woo! These guys have lost about 50,000 of the 230,000 troops that were in it. Oh my god, oh, what just happened? That was a really weird perspective. Wow, that looks like it's everywhere. Demonstrations, yeah. I'm going to appear on television to try to calm this down. And we're going to go to police. And we're just gonna... Well, actually, I'm completely safe. So this is fine. But yeah, this will probably not be a big deal. The demonstrators themselves don't seem to have a lot of kick behind them for the size of our country. It should be whatever. But we got a full episode here, guys. So thank you very much for watching. We're going to see what happens on the next video to this major stack. I'm expecting it to die, quite frankly. And before we go, let me just do a quick little cheaty little check to see when our first cyber attack will be ready. 70%, it's getting a lot closer. So soon we will be able to go to war. If not by next episode, then definitely the episode after that. Have a good day, guys. Bye-bye.